Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Gill. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Going to the running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's McNamara. Fires to the big fella. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for first down.
29 Philly.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, baby. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. A nice start for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and
the expressway is wide open. The 30, the 20, inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Trying to get to him. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Johnson wants to throw it. Going deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Motion from the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive.
Touchdown, Commodores! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Snags it over the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the Commodores get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback will keep it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Johnson looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Back to pass, it's McNamara. Getting some heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. Got room at the 35. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. The aerial assault continues. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Gill. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He wants to throw it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 45. And he's running in the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The RPO, it's complete. And that's a live ball. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field. There he goes down the right side. And they were lucky that fumble went out of... maintain possession.
And that's why coaches hate to see their players try to lateral the football, because you don't practice it. It's just off the cuff. And that time, they put it on the ground. That's a lesson for that young man moving forward. I don't think you're going to see him trying laterals anytime soon.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third down, going up top. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
At the 7-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
First and goal, Vandy.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to run it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Get set, get set.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And with time running out here in the second quarter, the offense just going to take a knee. Don't want to risk disaster here. Make sure you go to the locker room with the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback moving. He's going to fire to the left. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Johnson wants to throw it. And down he goes back at the 3.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
21.
Fair catch, called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Finds his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. To the air, it's McNamara. They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. He's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's McNamara. Dances away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Handoff to the single running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Iowa 42, Vanderbilt 28.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it past the marker. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. To throw, it's McNamara. Coming after him. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you can get back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He turns it loose to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives quarterback sneaks him forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're clawing and they're scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. For a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver shows motion. Johnson looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, it is do or die time right now for this offense playing at home, and the quarterback just takes the play over. On 4th down, knowing they're trailing, doing anything he can to scramble, find a way to keep this team alive in front of this home crowd. This is going to go down to the wire.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Alexander. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Vandy. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this 4th quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
With the catch, it's Gill. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Go straight ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can pay off, This third and goal opportunity. Man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Iowa.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us.